Yo, it's official. Finally, Spinning Yarns has its first ever sponsor. I'd like to make a big shout out to Stan and Carly from Club Physical Kara for hooking us up and being the first ever official sponsor for the Spinning Yarn show. So let me tell you guys a story. A few years ago, I was the heaviest that I've ever been in my entire life. I was 150 kgs, unmotivated, low self-esteem, bro. I was physically unhealthy. I was a big boy. And the first step I ever did to make change was step into Club Physical. Every single day, 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, I stepped in that gym and I made the steps that I had to do to be the best me that I could ever be. And if it wasn't for Club Physical, bro, I'll probably still be that 150 kg, unmotivated, low self-confidence, freaking big boy from Kara. So how's about that? The best gym coming out of Kara, sponsoring the best podcast coming out of Kara. It's a match made in heaven. So I'm encouraging our listeners to go down to Club Physical and, bro, make that change, brother. So again, a big shout out to Stan and Carly, Club Physical Kara, for helping a brother out and sponsoring our show. Bro, Club Physical, where you belong. Oath, brother, oath. Brother, what's that, brother?
Spinning Yarns, the best podcast coming out of Kara. Listen to the full episodes on all streaming platforms. Chirp!
I just hear them talking, but I talk that shit. Shit stirring, how to leave them lurking. But I fake still bump my shit. Men's be stuck on the ground for days. And a man don't slow down easy. Try to be the next big thing. Man don't stop till the fams all see me. Cause a man straight swerve.
Kia ora, welcome to Spinning Yarns, the best podcast coming out of Kara, sponsored by the best gym coming out of Kara, Club Physical, and the best clothing brand coming out of Australia, the Broken Village. Bro, I can't believe I got this, brother, man, honestly. I'll be just doing my shit, doing my grind. And then I was on TikTok yesterday and I seen the bro followed me and my missus, and I was like, holy fucking shit. And then I just hit him up, I was like, bro, I need to get you on the potty. And he's like, yo, when? I was like, tomorrow. And he's like, keen. I'm just like, I'm here with the best comedian in New Zealand right now, the best. He's at the top. Joe Daymond, how are you, brother?
Means a lot, Pierce. Good for that. No, exactly what you said is exactly how it went. And yeah, no, I appreciate it, bro. Honestly, everything you've said already, and I appreciate the acknowledgement, bro. Thank you.
I love it, my bro. So first things first, we had a little bit of a corridor before we jumped on stage. I jumped up stage, but yeah, before we jumped on the potty. Bro, whereabouts did you grow up? Like where was home for you? Where's your roots and like everything like that?
Yeah, so born and raised in Te Awakarangi, Lower Hutt, from Wanuiamata, which is small town just outside of the Hutt. And but I moved all around. So when I was about 5 or 6 years old, my family and I moved to Malaysia, and then we lived in Malaysia for a few years. Then moved to India, and then I moved back to New Zealand when I was about 11 years old, and then moved back to Auckland. And then once I hit intermediate, we moved back to Wainui, where my parents are from, and then was all there all the way through. And then moved to Tamaki at 18, just over 12 years ago. Been here ever since. So yeah, brother.
True. So you went you went all over the motu. You went from like, I was just literally thinking like Porirua.
We've been among game.
But then the bro's like, see, this is why you never trust ChatGPT or anything like that. Like, I was like making sure. But you went to, as you said Malaysia and India. Like being a Fijian Maori, like how was that transition? Like what was it like growing up in those are three different places, bro?
Oh, it's honestly crazy. It's it's funny. It builds up both your confidence and insecurity in different sort of spaces. You become because you're moving into places where they don't know where you're from, they don't know anything about you. You build your confidence up in your relationship with yourself and how you represent that. But then where that can be tough is because you're constantly surrounded by people that actually don't know you, and you're having to like navigate that yourself. Where it can be really interesting is going back to where you're from and then discovering, almost rediscovering that connection, which may be different to what you've built outside. You've built this, I guess, this assurance in yourself and this confidence within yourself in order to navigate the outside world, but then you come back and that's like a whole nother thing to navigate as well. So, bro, honestly, that back and forth it has kind of defined my whole life. And
Mm.
what I saw as like a struggle when I was younger, and now I just see it as like the biggest strength. And yeah, just kind of navigate it that way, bro. So yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy to hear, bro. Like, because even in this profession that you're in now, bro, you're constantly traveling. I see you on TikTok. You're like back and forth from everywhere, bro. Um,
Yeah.
like, I heard you mentioned that struggle, bro. Like, how was it like connecting with different having not relationship as in like partners in there, but like having
Mm.
like building relationships because you're constantly moving. Like, how did that
Oh,
affect you as a kid, bro? Like,
it's super tough. Like,
yeah.
it's funny. I say it's tough. Like you're used to it. It's
Mm,
all you kind of know. Um, but it's tough in the sense of, you have a lot of um instability in some kind of key parts of your life.
mm,
But to be honest, bro, like it's what's given me the ability to have the life that I have now. So it's always like a catch-22. But bro, super grateful for it. And my life, to be honest, has been a lot of like ups and downs,
mm.
like in every single way. But I've been able to navigate that because of like how I sort of grew up. And yeah, I think I don't ever like displaying that like that's a tough way to grow up because to be honest, like even in your toughest circumstances, it's all you sort of know. So that probably like misrepresents to people how you've kind of like navigated it. But at the same time, like it was super tough.
Mm.
And then but in saying that that's what's led me to where I am. And so when I'm like speaking to people about that, I almost try speak from a place of like not constantly emphasizing how difficult that was for me because I always want to try come from like I try to come from like a positive side of
Yeah.
it, I guess. But yeah,
I love that too because like us see like it's the thing that connects us all as Māori too and like not saying that all Māori are struggles but like a lot of us do struggle, bro, and we all
I agree.
understand. I'll understand like soon as you I remember seeing you post up these videos and you're always like talking about like little even the way you have your humor, like the humor that you portray on social media and through your specials and everything like that. Like I can just
Yeah,
relate to it. It's like
I appreciate
dry.
it, bro.
Yeah, we're broke, but we all broke together. Like
Yeah,
you know
no,
what
for
I mean?
sure, for sure. And bro, it's real funny like that you say that, piece because I reckon like that's probably one real big misunderstanding when it comes to like Māori humor in particular. Like one thing I always reference is like poroaki and and like the lowest time, like, at a tangi with the death of like your loved one, that's such an important ceremony to us where like we get around them and we literally like they don't say like the purpose of it is to tell jokes, but you get a bunch of Māori in a sad time together in a circle, like we're gonna take the piss.
Fuck,
And that's just
yeah.
that's what we're like.
I love it, bro. I love it because, like, I remember, and this is just me, just spitting from like life experience. Like when we go to a tangi, the first thing I always do, like, my papa, we're about to bury my papa and everything like that, and I'm just like mocking the shit out of my cousins, and then
Yeah.
like, and then when we
Oh,
like,
bro.
yeah, bro. Sorry, after you.
Oh, no, no, sorry. I'm like ad-libbing. I'm like
Ad
an
libbing.
ad-libber. That's my bad. My bad. I'm like,
Nah, and it's funny too. Like I remember, what's it called? Fuck. What was I trying to? What was I trying to speak? But
about
like,
your papa.
when we're like all together, and I went to like a my first Pākehā tangi, and I was like, the best thing about Māori tangis is the food. We're like, oh fuck, the food's like yeah, and we're all looking ready to getting
Bro,
ready for the Pākehā tangi. We're like, oh. And what do they have like sandwiches and like fucking sausage rolls? And I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like,
bro, I was trying to explain it to one of my mates in America, actually. I was explaining to them like what a Māori is like. And I was explaining it in like a respectful way.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, all our cousins get together, we pay respect and like we do poroaki and then you get off, you get together afterwards. And I was like, it's important you get together and you drink together and just have fun. And she was like, I don't want to be rude, but like it sounds like a celebration. And I was like, yeah, fuck, you know what it is. We just get on the person, like we just have fun. And like that's bro, I love that about us.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, if there's a list of my favorite things about being Māori, that's my favorite thing is that when it comes to like struggle and difficult times, that's how we are.
Oh, bro,
Um,
I love it.
it's the best day because like you. Is there like how was that like what you were saying when you go to other funerals and it's not there for you?
Oh, it
How's it
feels
feel?
like it feels weird. Like
It does like
even like when you go to a marae, and this is what I remember someone talking about culture. We were talking about culture and everything like that. When you go to a marae, right? And then there's like a water vase, and there's always like a lime or a lemon inside the water vase, or inside the
yeah.
jug. I went to like a Pākehā tangi, and then like I shouldn't say Pākehā, like a European tangi. We'll say European
Nah,
funeral. We say that,
fuck
eh?
it. Yeah.
And then I went there, and then it was just like the most like shittest cordial, and it was just weird, bro. It's just
And,
different,
and like you said, it's just a few sandwiches and stuff where it's like for
yeah,
us, it's a fucking
bro.
massive ass feed.
Yeah, and it's weird too because I
You're
went to one and it was just like, and it's just the culture and the difference. Eh? Like when we went to like
mm,
a different one, like people were talking around the like everyone was talking and it was just like the bro wasn't there. But like when we go to a tangi, it's like church and then it's like a whole protocol and everyone knows what the guideline is, bro. It's crazy. Eh? Yeah, yeah,
I mean you literally like part like in as clear a way as possible, like part of our like ceremonies, you gotta fucking hang.
yeah, bro. Straight up, man.
You gotta hang with the bro for a week straight, and you're actually not allowed to leave them.
Yeah,
So
straight up,
it all
bro.
like it all centers around them and like bro, my favorite thing about it is when it comes to like how we celebrate Tangi and because I think it's such a beautiful metaphor for how we celebrate like the lows in your life is
Yeah.
it's all about getting around and celebrating them like as they were
Mm,
and because to us like they still are like who they are and
mm.
like we forever speak on our like those that are past as they are.
Yeah, bro.
That's how we forever see them and I think it's such a beautiful representation for like what we're like as people,
Yeah, bro. I love
and
that.
it's such a mean way to like celebrate someone's life because I know when I'm all done, like I want people to have fun and like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
celebrate and enjoy being together.
yeah, yeah.
Because like for a lot of us, the tongue is the first time you see a lot of your family in
Hard, bro.
ages.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like, why not make that a celebration of being together?
yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's not like the circumstance you would want, but it's just what had life has given you. So fuck, just like run with it.
Yeah, bro. Fucking run it straight, eh? I remember you
Oh, fucking
talked.
oath.
Yeah. Oh, bro. I love it, man. Like it's crack up. I remember you talking about going overseas and going to America and everything like that, bro. Um, what was America like, bro, compared to what are Americans like compared to New Zealanders? Because I seen your video, but I wanted you to
Yeah.
expand on it, bro. Like, what's the culture like in America to New Zealand?
Oh, bro. Like, they're honestly, Americans are fucking awesome. And like, it's tough for us because, to be honest, through media, through the news, we see the worst of them.
Yeah.
Like, of course, the most negative is what's going to reach us. So, like, we see the worst of Americans, but generally, bro, like, they're fucking awesome. And
Oh, man.
um, where I spent, and I'd be lying if that was always my first impression. It actually wasn't. Like,
Yeah,
when I
no,
first went
like
over,
before you said my first because I've never been to America. My
yeah, right.
experiences with Americans are just like I just as you said in the media, and it like really surprised me that you said that. I was like, holy shit, true. Everyone's like
Nah, that,
interest.
yeah, no, they're fucking awesome, bro. Like, when I first went, uh, I spent a lot of my time in Los Angeles. And, you know, I'm there because I want to further my career and I'm spending a lot of time in Hollywood. And you're just not going to meet like the the best representations of them like there. And it's not to say that there's anything explicitly wrong with them, but we're
Mm,
so different to their culture in general. It's
mm,
very hard to find a connection.
mm,
Where I then started like really enjoying it was on this recent trip was the most that I had enjoyed it, but I started to realize that it wasn't so much Americans, quote unquote, in the way
yeah.
that um, I was sort of experiencing them that was the issue. It was just the type of places I was going to.
Mm,
Once I realized, okay, maybe I should just find places that are more familiar to me culturally from what I know back home,
mm.
then I'll let that be the judge. And then I went to places like that, bro, and they're fucking awesome. Like they're so welcoming, bro. They love us.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And if there's anything that I want anyone to take away from listening to this is whether it's a place like America or the UK or even Australia, like Kiwis, we are so loved that we kind of have a cheat code that we can like sort of use to like assimilate in a lot of these places because they're so much more open to us than they are to like
See,
other people. So if you have that desire to go, right, use that cheat code because it's actually unreal. And that's something that like I've come back and just preached till the fucking day goes dark. That like
yeah.
they love us out there. So if you have a dream to be there, you honestly could just go and purely just by being you, it would be crazy the kind of shit that you could get yourself into just because people find you interesting. And that's like us. That's crazy.
Yeah, because we are real interesting people, bro. Like,
We
you
are,
know,
bro.
bro, we're and it's crazy because we like one thing I always notice is we always try and tone it down. We always try and like
Yeah,
go on this bullshit thing called humbleness.
big
And
time.
we always try to tone stuff down too much. Like, I love
Yeah.
being humble, but like the whole like, we how like kind of stopping us from being because we're fucking cool, bro. I'll tell you, like, you're
No,
cool.
we are.
Fucking
Appreciate
I'm
it, bro.
cool. Like our whole like
Yes.
Modi's Taika Waititi's cracking it at the moment, and he's like, I seen him on The Simpsons the other day, and I was like, what the fuck,
Isn't that nuts?
with this whole accent. But like I want to talk about you getting into comedy. Um, what made you, bro, wanna pursue that? Like, what made you want to become a comedian?
Well, I think I just was at like a pretty difficult time in my life, and
Hmm.
I've kind of gone through a lot up to that point, and I just had decided like what I had realized is fuck, life is going to be hard regardless. So if pursuing something that I want to do, something that makes me happy is going to be difficult, then I may as well do that because pursuing what I don't want to do, but is like more stable,
Hmm.
that's fucking going to be difficult anyway. So I might as well just do the fun. And it was honestly as simple as that. And I was like 20, 21 at this point. And I had just kind of sat there and realized like, yeah, fuck, I feel like I want to do other things in my life. And that was actually the impetus and where it all started, bro. And it
Yeah.
wasn't necessarily comedy in that way, but
Hmm.
the initial like catalyst for it was I want to do something with my life. And that was literally it.
True, and because
Yeah,
I
bro.
love stand up, bro. Like my
True.
favorite. I love it, bro. My dad we grew up watching like the Billy T. James, the like the what's it called comedy specials. Russell, what's it called, Russell Peters. We grew up watching Dave Chappelle, like Cat
Got you.
Williams.
Because I'm gonna interrupt you there, sorry, Pierce. I
Yeah,
want to ask you because what like got you into this? Like, why are you podcasting?
bro. I'm podcasting, bro. Like I started it off right. I wanted to give a platform for artists in Qatar. So I'm a musician. I get into music, and I wanted to start a
Yo,
platform for artists in Qatar because we have nothing up here. There's like every time I think about Qatar, it's like far north beaches, and killings. Like what's it called? Like the murder cap. We had this little thing back in the day, but like there's
yeah,
so much
right.
more to it, bro. There's so much. There's so like we're right now. We have like an artist renaissance, and we have so much good artists coming out of here, and I want to give a platform to that. And then I started realizing that I got out running like artist. I started running out of guests, and I wanted to show our what's it called? I wanted to show our youth that they
Mm,
can be more than just their surroundings. And I started
hmm.
trying to interview cool people like you, cool people like Shane Walker, Tewehi, Hori Shaw, to like, bro, there's a platform here that you can do. You just have to fucking grind and not stop, bro. We've been in this for 2 years now, and we're just starting to make traction, bro. Like,
Bro, that's crazy.
yeah, bro. Like, I want to show our kids, because our kids up here, right? All they get into is popping cars, and they get into like, and their idea of cracking it, right, is working at the local mill. And I'm
Yeah,
like, bro, like you can become a streamer, bro. All you need is like this thing here. That's all you need is this thing here, and you can do whatever the
yeah,
fuck you want to do. And like, for me, getting you on the podcast, that's showing them that like, holy fuck, this guy's doing
yeah.
it, but for us, like
That's crazy. Because Shane Walker's from the Hokianga.
Yeah, he's from
Is he from up
Hokianga.
there?
He's from
Yeah,
he's from Hokianga, and he's from Oraro and everything like that. He's
yeah. I knew he was cookie as well. Is Hoodie
yeah.
Shaw from up there too?
Nah, he's from down the line. He's from what's it called? Oh fuck, I better not say it. I might get it wrong. But he's from like the East
Yeah, good.
Coast. Yeah,
Oh,
he's from the
sure.
East Coast, bro. Fucking East Coast, they're bringing out so much talent, now, bro. I'll tell you.
No, I fully agree, and like, I think there's honestly, bro, it's one of the reasons that my own like whānau moved up there, and I think it's you can kind of see it bubbling at least within Māoridom is that
Mm,
I think like the far north is doing a lot that's extremely influential within like Te Ao Māori and then
yes.
because of that, with where we're at, like in political spaces in general.
Mm, mm,
And I think we're gonna see like a bit of a wave from up north because of that, when
yeah.
like across the board within culture, media, entertainment.
Mm,
Um, because we're in like, and I've been through actually probably like two of them.
mm,
Every sort of few years or so, you go through like a cultural reset,
yeah.
and it's because like people leave, people come, and it sort of just kind of makes a blank slate again. And then
Yeah.
out of that, you get like a lot of crazy artists, people really pushing the button. And but I've noticed that about the far north, and it's why I've spent more and more time up there, is that a lot is happening there,
Bro,
and
that's
I feel like a
crazy.
lot is about to come from it too.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
why I spent so much time up there, bro. Honestly.
Bro, you need to come up. You need to come to Korea, bro. I'll show you. I'll show you the best sushi shop, bro. I'll tell you, it's the best sushi shop I've ever had, bro. I haven't found. I've been all around South Auckland,
That's
all
correct,
around West Auckland, bro. Our
and the
sushi,
best one is in Kara.
the best ones in Korea, bro. I've been trying to get a sponsorship deal for them for the past like 2 years, bro. Not working, bro. See, fucking Korea, bro. But what I wanted to ask you, bro. In terms of you've been doing this stuff for like a while now. You said 21. I think you just got into your 30s and everything like that. So about
Yeah. So,
9 years, eight, 10, like between that. When
yeah,
did
about
you
nine
know,
years.
bro? When like you was like, you were becoming successful. When did you know you were like, okay, shit, things are changing, things are changed. I'm starting to crack it.
Yeah, bro, that's actually a great question.
Mm,
There was two sort of moments.
mm,
I think honestly, bro, and I think this is both a mix of like Brown Brown sort of self-critique and then just general depression.
mm,
Is you kind of forget to acknowledge like what you're doing at all. And
mm,
my missus will tell you all day, brother, it's something that I forget constantly because for
mm,
like for example, it's something that I forget that like I'm even in the position that I'm in. And like
mm.
I caught up with one of my best mates before and he'll probably see this and he'll crack up. But I bumped into him heaps and I always like tell him like invite him to my house. And he never really like comes or hits me up. And so I
Yeah,
said to my missus like, fuck, do you reckon he's like mad at me or something? Like, why does he never come? And she was like, no, you gotta understand that he sees you traveling and doing all this crazy shit. He just thinks you're saying it to be polite or that you're too busy. You gotta understand like your the perception of you,
yeah,
like, and consider that's why like maybe he'll be like that. And we
yeah.
literally just had this conversation before, and I was like, ah, fuck, like I do forget that part of it.
Yeah.
So that it kind of falls into that like you forget to acknowledge like where you're at.
Mm,
And then, but when it comes to like actually when I noticed my life had started to change, it was probably so I started comedy in 2017, but I started doing social media in 2010.
mm. 10, shit, that's a
So
wall. Far out.
yeah, bro.
Ad-libbing,
Yeah,
sorry,
like
bro. Sorry.
no, like 15, yeah, like 15 years, bro. So
Shit.
that's when I started social media.
Mm,
But I probably started to notice a change in my life. 2020 was like the first time I ever noticed a massive shift in my life. So yeah, whilst that's like 3 years after doing stand up, that was like, I don't know, fuck, 50 or 10 years after having
mm,
started social media.
yeah,
Um, so it was like, it's that classic case of 10 years to become an overnight success. And that's what like 2020 was for me.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, probably that, man.
Like, this is a two-part question, right?
Yeah, hit me.
I remember seeing this video, bro, that you said a while ago, and you're like, bro, it's. I think it's one of your most famous ones. You're like, bro, it sucks being broke and famous. Like, broke and famous is the worst fucking thing to be. I cracked up, bro. I was laughing so fucking
Oh,
hard,
it's
like
the
reading.
worst.
being on
It's the worst.
but like, how was that? And then the second part is like, as he like, you didn't have to give me a number, bro. You didn't have to give me a number, but I always wonder it because I've been watching like Ursula, Reese Darby, all that stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
Is there money in comedy? Like, are you making bank?
Honestly, bro, like I'm in a strange spot where like I'm making like good job money. So
Yeah.
I'm not rich at all, like by any sense of the word.
Mm,
And I've always tried to make that pretty clear. Like I'm not rich,
yeah.
but I'm like good job, like like your cousin that has like a good job, like
Yeah,
works at the
the
bank or
carpenter.
something.
Yeah, the builder,
Yeah,
tradie.
I'm like at that spot. And it's funny. It's like a super hard thing because I've been in comedy. Yeah, next year will be my 10th year, and
Shit.
I probably got to that point. Shit, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. So it was like it's 8 years of kind of being on the bones of your ass. To be honest, some of it was self-inflicted too. Like I try to start a few businesses that just like fell on their ass, bro.
Yeah.
So that probably delayed mine in a sense, but um, yeah, it was about 8 years of, you're growing your profile a bit more and you're in these sort of public spaces. But like I would say being in the public and being broke, that was probably from like 2019 was when I sort of started to get out there till like 2022 maybe.
Yeah.
So
Bro,
like it's 3 years, yeah.
bro, I'm in that stage right now.
Oh, it's
I'm
and
getting to
it's
that
tough.
stage.
It's
Crack
tough
up.
for you, bro. Because and I want you to tell me what your hardest part of it is. I'll tell you mine.
Okay,
I
my
think the
hardest.
hardest.
Oh,
Oh
sorry.
yeah, you
After
go
you.
first. You
Now
go
you go
first.
first. You go
No,
first.
no.
You go first. Now you go first.
All right. I think the hardest part, bro,
Yeah.
is that in that period, people perceive you and completely valid. Like I'm not
Mm,
saying they're wrong for that. They think that you don't need help
yeah.
because they see like you're out there, you're doing your thing. So they're I guess what they see of you is like I doesn't need the help.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then if anything, because you're like really trying to push the button in that way of things, and you're kind of like making all these sacrifices in your life,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're pouring every last dollar into making it happen.
Yeah.
Like
That's
if
yeah.
anything, you need like more help. But
Yeah.
then that's almost when people think that you don't, and it's not out of it's definitely not in a malicious way.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
absolutely just like how are they to know? And if you're not, and it's why I talk so much of my content about like speaking
Yeah.
and like being transparent, being open about where you're at, because that comes from that very situation. And I definitely could have made it easier for myself by
Yeah.
just being open and honest. But then also, there's so many other things we could talk about in there. So that's my experience, bro. Like,
Yeah.
how are you finding it, and how
Um.
long have you been in this stage?
So like as I said, like we like within the last year we just started making traction. We just started doing good. And the one thing that I've found like difficult about it is it's myself, bro. Like it's like
True.
yeah, it's myself. It's like the um like not, as you said before, not like looking at it and just
Mm,
constantly thinking about what's next, what's next, and not enjoying it,
yep.
like not enjoying that growth. And even today, like not until I started talking to you, I was thinking about like, okay, how am I gonna promote this thing? Like, how am I gonna do all this epic stuff and show people to get the platform bigger for letting you know that I have like a big guest on type thing. And
Yeah.
like that's where my mind went straight to, but then like constantly try to remember like gratitude is the way to go, like being grateful and like understanding and everything. But that's pretty much me. Is my biggest thing
Totally.
about being in this stage is just what's it called, is just being present. Stand up comedy, my bro. What's it called?
Mm.
Straight off the bat, I'll be watching for a long time, as I said before. I'll be watching stand-up comedy since I was a kid. Russell Peters, freaking Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, and everything like that.
Yo.
But in terms of like New Zealand, Aotearoa stand-up comedians, bro. Who are your top? I won't say five. Who are your top three New Zealand stand-up comedians of
Top
like I don't
three.
know your personal favorite.
My personal three, I would say, oh, this is hard because I'm like, who makes me laugh the hardest
Mm,
versus who do I think should be respected as like our best three? Those are very different answers.
mm.
Um, yeah, which one do you think? Like, who do I think
Um,
is like, yeah, you tell me.
who makes you? We'll do both of them.
Who
We'll
ma-
do both of
okay,
them. We'll do both of them. Like who makes you laugh the hardest? We'll do that one first.
okay, who makes me laugh the hardest? Um, hmm. I remember shit, this is such a hard question. I think off the rip, I'll count them as one,
Yeah,
but Tofinga slash Laughing Samoans.
it's
I don't
crazy.
yeah, I don't think they get acknowledged as stand-up comedy in New
No,
Zealand.
no,
They kind of get put in their own lane and comedy traditionalists, we'd call them sketch, but fuck traditionalists. I've
yeah,
always said point blank, they're stand-ups. Tofinga's a stand-up comedian. No one I believe it's like made me laugh like harder than Tofunga.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um, but I don't want to erase like what it did contributed to Laughing Samoans as well.
yeah.
He played a great straight man. So that's why I say Tofunga slash Laughing Samoans to acknowledge both their work. They
Yeah.
would be up there as making me laugh the hardest. The second person or group, um, honestly, someone who probably doesn't get like a lot of credit, who people will probably be shocked. I don't know. That's probably a bad word. They wouldn't be shocked. She's funny as fuck. Like they know to be funny, but like
Is this
I don't think
Ursula?
people. Nah, bro. This
Oh
this one
no.
will buzz you. This one will
Oh
buzz you up.
yeah.
Is Bubba.
Oh true.
So I don't think a lot of people would really like know Bubba like that. Like I
Yeah.
reckon it's funny. She's in this like kind of strange middle ground where like people know as Tina from Turner's. She's been on Taskmaster. She's done TV and stuff, and she's performed in big stuff. But like, I wouldn't say she has and this is more to say that she deserves to be recognized more. I wouldn't say she's like recognized as much as I believe she should be,
Yeah.
but like she doesn't care for that. But if I was to put down like if someone said to me, this person has to make this whole room laugh or we kill you, she would be up there as
Crack
one
up.
of the people I pick back. She just like I don't think I meet anyone that's like so naturally funny and not even like trying to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's super smart. She's very sure of herself. And
Mm.
bro, like she's actually so fucking funny. Like so Bubba would be up there.
Yeah.
And then third one, make me laugh the hardest. This one, this is a shout out to a young dude that I feel like he's making his way. Last one, last one, I'm gonna say, bro, straight up, again, he's not like traditionally a stand-up comedian,
Yeah.
but I reckon Dave Funny doesn't get the love he deserves either, bro. Like
Yeah.
he actually is crack up. And the thing with most of these people that I think a lot of people, and I think I get a lot of shit for this too, is they're like a lot more serious and uh like deeper than I guess a lot of people think because you just see them sort of being funny and you just think like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
more associate that with like a silly personality as opposed to like a deep sort of like introspective one.
Yeah.
And Dave is fully like that, bro. Like he is crack up, but then also like he's a very deep speaker, deep thinker as well.
Mm.
And he just I just remember being young, bro, between Mac and Bolo, like he just used to make me crack up so much when I was younger. So shout out Dave, man.
Yeah, bro. I love it, bro. And then we'll go on to your. I noticed about that list, bro. Was it's like real community, like the real community. We can resonate with them, eh? You know what I mean? And
Big time.
yeah, bro.
Big
They're real
time.
community based, bro. But I wanted to hear your second list too, as your ones that should get the respect that they deserve, or the respect that
Yeah,
they deserve, and like actual, who's your list on there? Your top three on there, bro?
I think Rose Matafeo would be up there.
Hmm.
Like she won the Edinburgh. like the best comedy show at Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which for people that don't know, that's the biggest comedy festival in the world, and
Mm.
it's like the most prestigious award in the world. And
Yeah.
the list of comedians that have won it, bro, like they're all famous as.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Rose, who's from Tamaki, born and raised Samoan woman,
Yeah.
like she won that shit, and so it's nuts.
Yeah.
And I only know people probably don't acknowledge that as much as it deserves because I think people don't understand like the scale of what that means, which
Mm. Mm.
is no one's fault, but
Mm.
it's actually ridiculous that she won that shit. So Rose would be up there. Ursula Carlson would be second. Like, bro, she was just in a movie with Amy Schumer.
I've seen that too. I was like,
It's
what
crazy,
the f? I've been watching you since
bro.
I was a kid.
Fuck, and, gee, she lives in West Auckland. Like,
Oh, true.
yeah, she's still out here. I didn't mean to like put her on blast like that, but um,
Got to Westy.
she's still, yeah, huh. But yeah, she still lives in Auckland and still very much like, I mean, obviously it was her home, so she's still very much connected.
Yeah.
And bro, she, like I said, movie with Amy Schumer on Netflix. I mean, every year Melbourne Comedy Festival, which is the second biggest comedy festival in the world after Edinburgh,
Mm.
they give away the People's Choice Award, which is the most tickets sold at the festival, and she wins it. I think she maybe 3 or 4 years in a row, potentially five.
Yeah.
So she wins it every year, bro. She's sells more tickets in this part of the world, probably more than anybody.
Mm.
Not only does but ever has.
Mm.
So what she's done is crazy. And then another guy who people may not. It's funny because I'll put Flight of the Conchords and Taika up there as well. But
Yeah.
then I would say one guy who's like moving into that space that people may not be familiar with is Guy Montgomery. So he's kind of like following the same trajectory as
Mm.
Ursula. He's got like a #1 rated show in Australia, and
True.
he's just from NZ as well. And yeah, bro. So those are all people who like I consider my peers and who have done like amazing things. And
Mm.
I really admire like how they've done it, not only just what they've done. So
Yeah.
those are people that I hope people know of actually the actual impact of what they have.
Yeah, bro. And you're right, bro. Like when it comes to New Zealand, we're making an impact, bro. And all areas, like, we're on the big screens, bro. We're directing like multi-million-dollar productions, Marvel
Yeah.
movies, where we're leading the charge in sports, like,
Oh,
comedy,
bro.
we're breaking, bro, Flight of the Concords, like, I still listen to Most Beautiful Girl in the Room every
Most
single freaking
beautiful girl in
in
the
the
room.
room. Yeah, I still listen to that shit every
I
day,
love that
bro.
song.
I seen on your page or on your website, bro. My missus actually pointed this out on me. So you're doing you're doing a tour, bro, in England, bro. And
Yeah.
but one thing that really she was like, "Whoa, that's a mean name. That's a mean name." So the tour is called "Hope I Made You Proud." Hope I made
Yeah.
you proud. And she was like, who's that for? What's that name for? And what's the story behind it? And I was like, shit, I'm gonna ask the bro. So like, hope you as I said, you go to a tour in England, bro, cracking at Manchester, London, everything like that. Yeah, what was the meaning behind their name?
But I gotta say, Pierce, like, you're a great interviewer, bro. Like
Oh,
the amount yeah, straight up. Like I actually have like really appreciated the amount you've like looked into fucking the shit I've done and the way you ask you these questions, bro, is actually unreal. So
bro, give me a job, bro. Give me a job. I need a job as an interviewer, bro. I'm doing this all for free.
yeah, okay, bro. Okay. Bro, I
Nah,
mean,
no.
there's a lot of places, bro, that could use like what you got. And I don't know how much time you spend in Tamaki, bro, but we'll talk after about that.
Yeah, let us know, bro.
Um,
I'm back and forth from Tamaki. I'm only 4 hours away. So,
yeah,
but
me.
yeah, go back to the thing. What was that? What was that
Um,
about?
bro, I hope I made you proud is I mean the purpose of it is it's supposed to be like open to interpretation for like the people that like hear that phrase, but the actual story, I guess for myself personally, is about kind of giving up like the last 9 years of my life to like cricket and comedy, and then sort of without spoiling it, going through this like experience that changed my life, which was going to America and was wanting to do like a lot of the things that I got to do over there, at least like begin. And it was constantly living in this mindset of like wanting to make my family proud and really wanting Fijians to be proud of me and Maldives to be proud of me and like honestly islanders in general. For someone who felt like quite on the outside like their whole life, that was what my whole identity for those years really became. I was like, I found this lane that I feel like I can make my community proud in, and I really want to do that. And to get to the end of 9 years of this journey, and it wasn't what I expected, and I'll spoiler alert, I basically just end up like not only fumbling the opportunity, but like I end up on my own because I'd sacrificed all this time and stuff with so many of my friends and family that I hadn't really kept in touch with anyone. And all I really had was just to stand there and be like, damn, like I've spent this last 10 years of my life devoted to this, and like it's not what I expected, and it's kind of left me like empty. And it was realizing in that moment that like, well, actually now my life is going to be about like, I hope I've made you proud. And by that, I mean like looking at myself in the mirror and feeling like, am I doing something that I can be proud of? Am I carrying myself a way that I can be proud of? And it's funny, like the way I sort of put my content out there and the way I did things changed quite drastically after that. But it's because I just decided like, I'm just going to live authentically to myself, and if I feel something, I'll speak my mind. I'm not saying that because I feel like I'm always right. If anything, I'm saying it knowing that I probably am not going to say it perfectly, or knowing that not everything I said is right or wrong, but I'm just going to say it as if I would say it like with my loved ones, and I'll just put myself out there authentically. And at the very least, whether you like me or love me, you at least know what to expect with me. And that's like what that whole journey is about, and that's what I hope I made you proud sort of means. And anybody that's come through to the show, that's kind of the journey I take them on. So yeah,
That's
but
cool.
that's what it's all about.
Bro, that's some cool shit, bro. Like that's some
Appreciate it,
deep
bro.
shit. Like what like I thought it was like on a way of like hope that you made your mum proud. Or like, like the generic way. But then
No,
like
that's what it
hearing it as
starts with.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, seeing as a switch, bro. Like I get that. And it's good like I actually really enjoyed this interview because it gets me to reflect on because where you are is where I want to be. You know what I mean? Like
Dang.
not in terms of like the stand-up. Everyone that I interview
Right here.
yeah, yeah, everyone that I interview I always ask for advice on how you got to where you are, and you're one of those ones. I'm like, damn, I want to get to where you are, bro. And then like I've learned so much in this interview is to like not take things for granted, like not take your whānau for granted, because I'd like not gonna say
That's
like
what it's all about.
yeah yeah, and I say I'm doing it for my family sometimes, and I look at it and I'm like damn, like sometimes I would pick like a show that I may not get on, but I will take that so I can make us succeed. And seeing that you're like, damn, are you proud of this? Are you proud of what you done? I'm like, damn, it's kind of got me to reflect on it in a way, and I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
this is
Well,
crazy.
because I want to turn that on you, bro. So
Yeah.
first of all, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
young, bro.
yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah,
young as fuck.
yeah.
And then I'll ask like two questions.
Mm,
The first one is say your life is the ideal way that you sort of see in 3 years' time,
yeah.
and think of like it doesn't have to be perfect, but
Mm,
what you really think could happen for you in 3 years' time. What
mm.
does that look like to you?
In 3 years' time, I hope that like I'm not like not like just financially stable. Like I'm all right now. I'm doing all right, but like
Well,
cost of
what's
living.
financially stable to you?
So like being able to go to a restaurant,
Like,
like a nice restaurant and not have to worry about
oh,
like oh shit, I need to get a bread and milk. Like basic things like
yo,
that. Like being able to
uh,
go to Packies and spend $300 on a groceries instead of going like damn I have to spend maybe 200 on this one and then I'll put 100 towards the power. Like
yeah,
being
yeah,
able
yeah.
to just be like oh I can pay the power in one sum and then
Fuck
I
yeah.
just go grab some. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, got you, bro.
they're just basic things, not rich. I don't want to like. I don't care about being rich. Just enough to go by, get by. Have some fun.
Nah,
Um,
that's me. And because why I asked that question first, bro, is because like so many of us really struggle with, and I'm not saying you struggle with this, but
yeah,
more so for anybody watching, like it's so difficult to like quantify how you even like start to make these changes in your life
mm,
because it's this crazy like thing that like where the fuck do you even start? But
yeah,
I'm gonna fuck the saying up, but it's something along the lines of like at least if you can see the mountain, you know you can climb it. So it's like
yeah,
knowing like okay, at the very least, like this is what I want to do. This is something very achievable that I can actually measure.
mm,
How do I work back from that? And I always say like 18 months to 3 years time because that's like a very manageable,
yeah, yeah.
like quantifiable amount of time. And I don't really think beyond like 18 months to 3 years because I
Mm,
like to keep it like close.
mm.
So that's me, bro. That's such a sick way to at
Make a
least set
decision.
out like
Yeah,
where you're gonna be because you'll be there and
yeah.
you'll be there faster than 3 years, bro. I give it 12 months straight up.
Straight up,
So
thank you.
then like what is like the dream? No limit.
Um,
What does that look like to you, bro?
so my dream, bro, I just want to do what I'm doing now, like full time. Like interviewing people, and just getting like I'll be happy to get like just a little bit more than what I'm getting. Like that's what I want to do. I want to be able to support my family by doing like these interviews and like talking to people and getting
Mm,
and doing that type of stuff. That's my dream is just to do this, but like full time. Don't have to go to work. Just this.
bro, that's me.
That's all I
That's
want to do,
so
bro. Yeah,
that's so me.
yeah,
Nah, and it's kind of crazy because but I remember like being in your I was in a very similar position to you
yeah.
at the same age, bro. And it's crazy how fast things can happen, like especially in the way that you're doing it. Like
Mm,
you're just putting yourself out there as you are now. You're not waiting for it, you're just going.
mm,
But what's mean about all of this is that like you know exactly what you want to do and where you want to go.
yeah.
And that's like that sounds trivial to say, but it honestly is the hardest part.
But it's
What's
something
like
for me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, my last question was
yeah,
when
yeah,
it
bro.
comes to like both of those things,
Yeah.
what is like the thing that you feel like is stopping you from getting to the first bit and then the second part, if you feel like it's something.
I learned this thing real young. Like, well, it's when I stopped smoking dope.
Yup.
Um, I was like, It's just me. Like, I'm the only one that can stop it. Like, when I believe in myself, right? And I've
Mm,
and I've done that for the past 2 years. There's nothing that can stop me. There's nothing, and I try to remind myself that
that's
as
unreal.
long as I believe in myself, there's nothing that can stop me. It's when I start paying attention to the analytics, like
Oh,
the growth that thing.
absolutely.
Um, yeah, but I always kind of like I teach myself like
Go
it
on to
goes
our next
up,
thing,
it
bro.
goes down, it goes up, it
I
goes down.
seen
Like
on
you're
your
gonna have
page or
a
on your
thousand
website.
likes on this one, you're gonna have 30 likes on this one. But as long as I just keep, I tell myself every time, like I'm my worst biggest enemy is me and my ego.
Gotta have it, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like that's my biggest thing. Is if I'm all good, if I believe in myself, no one can stop me. Like I truly believe that. Like
And
yeah.
oh, sorry, you go, bro.
I say that I'm like everywhere I go, even if I fake it, I tell myself like I'm the best. I will be every single person in this room. When it comes to what I believe in, like that's what I tell myself every time, even if I don't believe it.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. See
Yeah, man.
that's unreal, bro. And one thing as well is that like that version of yourself that you see is like the idealistic, most successful version of yourself that you just imagined,
Mm,
bro. How crazy is this? You're
yeah,
already that cunt right now. So that's the buzzy thing that will fuck you up is that like you're gonna get to that point and you're gonna look at this whole journey and you're gonna be like, there actually is not much different in between me now and me then.
yeah,
And the rest is purely just circumstances. It's just getting it, but you know, putting one foot in front of the other, moving forward. Because we do get into these like mindsets where we're like, ah, fuck, I need to change this. I need to do this different. I
yeah,
need to do that. And if you listen to like a lot of what I say, I always go off the idea of like, nah, bro, what you are now, that's what you got.
That's gang.
You're that forever.
Yeah.
So this magical change that you think is going to happen that then leads to the change that happens in your life, fucking ain't happening. So you're going to be this person
Yeah.
at the worst version of yourself in the future and the best version of yourself in the future.
Yeah.
Both of them are that person now, and your
Yeah.
only decision is like whichever one you pick. And that's always the thing that buzzes. I think us brown
Yeah.
people out in particular is because we are very self-critical. We're naturally
Yeah.
very like tough on ourselves. So
Yeah.
we don't think that could be possible, but that is.
Yeah.
And that's what like I'm excited for you to see, bro. Is that like actually everything you've just said, that's
Yeah.
literally going to be the thing that gets you to that thing in 3 years, and then
Yeah.
that thing afterwards. I mean, both of them are going to be in the next 12, 18 months, but
Yeah, bro.
that's what's going to get you.
Me and my missus, we have the saying, hey, we stopped saying if a lot. We started saying when. So we have the thing is like, oh yeah, when we crack it, when we're rich. Like that's what we always say. Like when we crack it,
Bro,
when we're rich. And it's just our saying that we say. It's
do you
fucking
believe in manifestation, dude?
fucking A, bro. Like I believe in it so much, because I was like,
I love it.
I was like, oh yeah, man. When I first started, I started bullshitting. I started telling people like, yeah, man, nah, yeah, we're interviewing this person, we're interviewing that person, we're like, and then we weren't. But then naturally, like, I was talking mad shit, and then it happened. Like, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, it happened. I was like, I even said a couple of weeks ago, like, oh, I had a Joe Daymond. I didn't. Then now I'm interviewing the bro. I actually said this like a couple of months ago, actually. Like,
Yeah, I fully believe that, bro. How crazy is that?
yeah,
And I'm a massive advocate for all of that, bro. My
yeah,
missus Tiana and I will go like look around like the Gucci store and shit, and or we'll go look at like Ferrari car yards. Neither of us are very like
yeah,
we don't really give a fuck about this stuff, but
yeah,
like we do it for a laugh because we kind of make out like, oh yeah, this is already our life, bro. Like everything I'm wearing is free, so like I don't buy shit, but
bro. How do you
but
how do you get free shit? Like, how do you get to free clothing stuff, bro? That's all I want, bro. I'm like, fuck, give me some free food, some free Hallenstein gears. How the fuck?
see, here's a question for you.
Yeah,
Here's a question for you.
yeah,
You want that shit?
yeah.
Have you ever posted like on TikTok or Instagram that you want it?
Nah, I've never done that.
I
No,
wonder
I'm
why it's
gonna,
never come, bro.
yeah,
I
bro.
wonder why it's never come,
I'm gonna head up Stan Walker.
bro.
I love these jerseys.
Put put it up, and that's like another lesson that I've learned, bro, is that like to combat what we've been talking about,
Mm,
with the when you're doing your own thing,
mm,
our mentality within New Zealand is we just assume, oh yeah, they're all good, yeah, fuck whatever, because that then leads into the toxic tall poppy where they're like, oh, they probably think they're the man. They
yeah,
need to
yeah,
be knocked down. They don't need my help. Fuck, I
yeah,
almost need to like calm the cunt down. He thinks he's the man.
yeah,
They don't know that like in your head you're depressed every day trying to fucking figure this shit out. But that's one thing we don't do is because we almost enforce that idea on ourselves. We forget to let people know that we need help too.
yeah. Straight
We
up, bro.
forget to let people know like, hey, I want to have this opportunity. I want to do this. I hope to do this in my life.
Yep.
And that also like cuts off just as many opportunities for us. And bro,
Mm,
that's something that I've only learned in this last like 12 months. I would
crazy.
say it's a, like I hate to sound like a like fucking useless, but like I would sometimes be like, damn, I wonder why like that person hasn't hit me up. And again, like my partner Tiana has to be like, I bet you they don't think that you need the help, or I bet you they don't think that you need that. Because
Yeah,
again, to what I said earlier, like their perception of you is this.
yeah,
So why would they think that? So you've got to be the one to be like, hey, I do need this.
yeah,
And since doing that, bro, it's like it's drastically changed um, my life because I've just been able to connect with, a lot more closer to people who I think were maybe standoffish rightfully. And it's just opened me back up. So same with you, bro.
mm.
Like I asked you, you want to get that shit, but
That's
you
for
haven't put it out
it.
there. That's such like a us like brown, humble. We just want to keep our head down, keep the work going, and we hope someone sees us.
Yeah.
But the world ain't like that, bro. And I'll tell you what, podcast sure shit ain't like that. So we gotta be like, yo, I want this shit. and I deserve this shit.
Yeah, fucking
Look what
A.
so that's like we kind of bring it full circle,
Yeah.
and that's where we're like moving into. So yeah, bro.
Fuck. I love that, my bro. Love that. So we're reaching up to our final questions, bro. I got a few questions left, but before I end it off, I wanted to end on this game called Word Association, bro. I seen someone do it on a podcast. I was like, fuck, this would be pretty crack out of the with it, bro.
Sorry.
So word association is like I say a word, bro, and you think of the first thing that comes to your head.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
like
it's just
one
yeah,
one
one
random
word.
word.
Yeah, one word off the first thing that comes to your head, bro. Off the top, eh? No thinking about it. First thing that comes to your head, okay? Okay,
Okay.
yeah, sweet. I'll start us off, eh? So the first one, Rewa.
Oh, real.
David.
I know everyone wants me to say hard, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say real.
I love that. David Seymour.
Um, out of a cunt.
About that changing it up.
Out of a cunt.
Uh, Raro, like the drink.
Listening.
Nice. Puriroa.
Dang.
Is that the word?
Yeah. I fucking love that place, bro. Shut up, pizza, man.
Dog.
Oh. Man,
Yo.
fuck. This is the worst game to play with me because I'm like, my brain is so cooked. I like doing the thing that people don't expect. It's a very comedian thing. It's called misdirection. I'm sorry about that, bro. It's
Love
so
it.
dry. My bad.
I love it. McDonald's.
Fourth.
Fourth.
Yeah,
Okay.
after KFC, Domino's, and fuck, what's it called? Check. Raising Cane's.
Oh, that's gonna be our last question. We're not gonna end on this game. Fuck, I'm gonna ask
Oh
you another question.
my bad.
Cringe.
Hmm, I've got a word for this. Cringe required.
Yes, yes, yes. Home.
Family.
Love.
Tiana.
Oh, I feel
Promise
like it,
man.
like it, like it. Fame.
Hmm, interesting.
Okay. And the last one, Otara.
Yeah, childhood.
Oh, yeah, that one. 274 tire.
Yeah, but I grew up out there.
Hey,
I
you got
grew up in
same. I grew up down
yeah.
what's it called down like near Dawson Road, like near the what's it called near the school.
I oh no shit.
Yeah.
I so my family will live I'm really bad at just exposing where people live on here, but
Yeah.
they,
West
they live at
Auckland.
I don't know if you know NCF, which is out the back of like the Countdown car park
Oh
by
yeah,
like where the pools are.
yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
like an alleyway by there. And yeah, there's a little cul-de-sac there. It's tiny, like no one ever really knows where it is, but my
Yeah.
family still live there to this day, and I grew up all around there, bro.
It's every time I think of Otar, I always think of alleyways. Like everywhere, bro. It's just alleyways, bro, and like that nice shit food, but it's like, that shit greasy, nice, cheap ass food.
Oh, bro, my favorite memory was we go to Otara markets. I get the Coca-Cola donuts. That was my favorite
Oh,
shit. That's my
fuck yeah,
favorite
bro.
thing growing up. And we'd walk through the alleyway, and I remember being like maybe 10 years old, and there was always this one bro in there who had a big like case of DVDs.
Yeah, like the old school like Parts of the
Yeah,
Caribbean.
yeah, bro, all the pirated ones. And
Yo.
then, bro, my cousin, these are my Fijian cousins.
Yeah.
Sorry, boys, I'm putting out a blast. So the bro would have a full like DVDs, but then he'd also have like pornos in the back. And like we wouldn't buy them because we didn't have money for that. But
Yeah.
my cousins would be like, "Hey, bro, let us have a look at those pages." And then he'd like, obviously, they'd have the print on the disc, and we just like look at them and just be like, yes, it is. But
It's
that was where I first saw Harry Potter, bro. Was from that dude at my neighbor's house in Oto.
I crack up laughing at because you get the really good copy ones, eh? And then it's like the Muslim writing on the bottom. And you're
Oh,
like,
bro. Okay, it's always the Muslim writing on the bottom,
yeah.
and the Kazi walks past,
Yo,
and the bro walking past.
fuck, I remember, right? Because we used to stay at Otanerate, and then like my parents would get on the piss. Eh? We were like 6 years old, they get on the piss, and then they sit us down, and we're watching like Madagascar, and then it's just like the Japanese Chinese writing, and the bro walks past.
Dude, my favorite one was like it'd be the bro walking past. I remember one. I couldn't fucking remember what movie it was, but we're watching halfway through, and you just hear this talking, and then they just like cover the camera, and you can tell they're like hiding it. And then you hear a bit of talking, and then like 2, 3 minutes later, the camera comes back up, and they start filming again. I can't remember
Oh,
what movie it was, bro. I feel like it was like Cheaper of the Dozen or some shit. And it's
bro.
so funny that to this day I watch that movie and that 2, 3 minutes that the camera goes down, it's always weird for me to see it because I got so used to watching it without that part.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That reminds
So
that reminds me of
fucking funny.
Bulletproof Monk, bro. Bulletproof Monk. We're watching Bulletproof Monk, the old school program, movie. I mean, and then that same shit happens. Just the whole.
Bro, it was just let the camera go up and bro, it was crack up and the fuck we would just watch the funniest just the funniest movies. Like I'm pretty sure the version of Harry Potter we had, bro, like half the time they're like speaking fucking but it's been dubbed in like Arabic or something. Like it's like Dumbledore's got a Jamaican accent, like but you just
Oh,
like it's so funny looking back now and you just like make do. But yeah, shout out to that, bro. I always randomly I do think of that guy sometimes. I wonder
yeah.
where the fuck he ended up, but shout out to the bro, man. You made some
Fuck,
great childhoods, man.
bro. Like honestly, we need to bring shit like that back, bro. Honestly, 1, 2, 3 movies and all that shit, bro. Nah, we need to cut that shit
Nah,
out, bro. We need to
nah.
bring back
I
the.
I want Pirates of the Caribbean dubbed in Japanese with Nigerian subtitles.
Yeah, I don't know.
and
Oh,
half the
yo.
movie and half the movie's pitch black.
Yo, straight up. Oh, that's a pretty mean copy, eh? Nah.
Right. Fuck it.
Nah.
Yeah, that was the best like growing up out there and because yeah, my immediate family they lived in Otara and I grew up on the shore. So I was back and forth between there and the shore.
Yeah.
And it was yeah, what a way to grow up.
Bro, I'll tell you, man. I just realized this a little while ago. Wait, I did not know the shore had a hood. Like I was like, shit, that's the worst place to put a hood in the shore is because
Northcote, baby.
it's fucking expensive as like that's the most
Northcote.
expensive hood ever, bro. I'll tell you. But shout
Oh,
out to
bro.
Northcote, bloody pork on rice, bro. That shit slaps. I'll tell you.
Yeah, so I think everybody, it's really funny. Like, everybody thinks that if you grow up on the shore, you grow up real rich. But, like, I went to Northcote Primary, starting out there. And what's real crack up is that my dad's going to fucking hate the story. We lived in Birkenhead, bro, which is like a very rich area now. But
Yeah,
when we moved in there, it wasn't rich. And my parents, they bought their house for like $200,000, $300,000,
yeah, yeah,
which back then was still expensive.
yeah.
And they sold it for not much more, maybe like 400,000.
Fuck
And then,
now,
bro, like 5 years later, it was worth $2 million.
bro. Yeah, man. Yeah,
And
bro. I'll tell
my
you.
dad, bro, he like to this day cannot talk about it because like when we were there, bro, it was brown as like I played for Northcote Rugby Club, like
Yeah,
went to Northcote Primary, moved over to Birkenhead, but um, there was like just as many islanders as anywhere.
yeah,
So it was real funny to then discover that like the perception of the shore was that it was actually quite white because I grew up it was pretty brown and
yeah.
like our area was definitely still a bit white, but we were kind of just before it started to get like really gentrified.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's crack up to think back to that.
yeah. Like even my cousin, he's like stayed out and he stayed out in Beach Haven, and he took me out to Beach Haven, and I was like,
Dude,
shh.
that's actually hood, bro.
Yeah, that shit. I was
I
like,
don't
shit.
I think, and look, I'm not trying to say this to like the. I know people from Beach Haven more because I know like when you say like South Auckland the hood, like people from South Auckland they hate it,
Yeah,
rightfully so. But I know Beach Haven people from Beach Haven hate it being called like a rich area because it
yeah, and
ain't.
they
So
know.
Beach Haven ain't sweet, bro. Gee, straight up, I'm not even shitting you, piss.
Yeah.
When I was like 13, there was a drive-by shooting out there
Yeah,
at
fuck
the
yeah.
at the New World on the way to Beach Haven from Northcote, bro. There was a drive-by shooting. That place was fucking crazy.
Bro, I always say it because like all hoods look the same. Like, they have the double decker 2-story houses. We went out to beach and
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, like this place looks like Otara.
Oh, but it's straight up. And what heaps of people don't know about the shore, bro, is it's real similar to out west where like yeah, there's heaps of white people, but like the white people out there are crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Because
They're
they're
like,
bogan.
yeah,
Because they're bogan shit.
that's scary as bro. For our first time
And
ever
then
drinking,
I'm not gonna lie, they're different.
they're different, man. They're strong, bro. I'll tell you, they yeah,
They are different. And then like the islanders out there, like I'm not claiming that I'm not saying the islanders out there are dangerous and then like claiming myself as like part of that because I
yeah,
definitely consider myself like wellies.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I know that for so long that was the perception. Like if you're from the shore, you're rich, and it definitely was not like that
yeah,
back then. And honestly, still like the brown community out there is still massive. Like
yeah,
I probably know mostly like Samoans out there. I mean, actually, Hella Tongans in Northcote.
yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
forgive me,
yeah, yeah,
Hella Tongans in Northcote. So I take that back. I grew up probably around predominantly Tongans
yeah,
in the coat, but yeah, it's such a crack up place to live because they're kind of in the middle of this like very like white and
yeah,
a lot of like affluent white areas, but they just like are so islanders, they so like sure of their culture and themselves.
yeah.
Bro, if you go down to Northcote, now there's like a Tongan house on the roundabout that's all Tongan flags, bro.
It's so bro.
Like on the way to Takapuna, which is like those are like two of the most expensive areas in Auckland. There's just this house in the corner, bro, just all Tongan flags. I'm like, that's what I mean. The islanders out there, bro, they don't play.
Yeah, bro. That's the shit, man. I'll tell you. Okay, my last question for you, bro, as the one that I was thinking about fucking last night. Um, you went over to America, and
Mm.
one thing I always wanted to go out, like I always wanted to have like all these fast foods in America. Is the food over there, bro? Is it worth the hype? Is the food like they brought Taco Bell over here? It was shit.
Mm.
Like I don't know, but I don't know what's New Zealand's was, but like, is the food in America worth the hype?
Absolutely, but here's the thing, Pierce. Like, you're not gonna get good food like from a chain there. And this is the hardest thing about America
Yeah,
that I've discovered is America is 100% like who that country, like your perception of it, if you were to go visit,
yeah,
totally comes down completely to who you're with, who
yeah,
you meet, and what you guys are like willing to explore. Because it's not really like in Z where like we're so small that anything of significance, anything worth doing, you end up finding out because the place is so small.
yeah,
You know, you bump into two or three people and they'll be like, "Oh, this new thing just popped up."
yeah, yeah, yeah,
America's so big, bro, that like you've got to find people that are actually really tapped in. TikTok is honestly a great resource for that,
mm,
finding like what's really good. But in saying that, like I think Kiwis rightfully have maybe not like the best experience in America because they kind of just go on, the beaten path.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But you've got to be willing to kind of put yourself out there,
yeah,
meet locals, like real locals,
yeah.
and let them kind of guide you. But then that's where the street smart part comes in because I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like they're scamming out there as well. Like, and
Yeah, yeah,
there's a lot of people that will fuck you over there too. So
yeah,
you've got to be alert on that way. But
yeah,
that's why I consider like America almost necessary experience
yeah,
for Kiwis and Islanders and Māori in particular
yeah, yeah.
because it forces you to put yourself out there in a way that like
Don't, yeah, yeah, yeah,
we just don't ever have to.
yeah, yeah,
Really,
yeah,
really, it really forces you to put yourself out there in a way where you're confident enough to ask questions, be direct. You can't like they've got no patience for beating
yeah,
around the bush. I was literally talking to someone who I'm organizing like part of my America trip with today, and
Yeah,
I feel like I'm a pretty direct person in NZ.
yeah,
And she literally messaged back. She was like, "I don't get what you mean. Can you be more direct, please?"
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
like they just don't have the time to like muck around. So you've got to be just very efficient, very quick.
yeah,
And it is rude to us, but to them, that's just how they communicate.
yeah. I've
And
noticed that. Yeah,
it's just how they talk, bro. And
yeah,
it's actually, I think that's why they get upset when people say like, "Ah, Americans are rude." It's like, nah, they're not. That's just their culture, and that's the way they are. And
yeah,
you've just got to accept it like you would accept any other culture.
yeah,
So I think once you do, and you're willing to like get on board with how it is there,
yeah,
which I like eventually got to, bro.
yeah.
I started enjoying that country so much,
Nice. I love it. I
so
want to
much
go.
so, like, bro. And it's to the point where like you obviously wouldn't do this in NZ.
Yeah,
If I'm stuck for what to do, I will literally walk up to a random kind of American and be like, bro, I'm from New Zealand and I like doing this kind of shit. Is that around here?
yeah.
And you just got to be that direct and that quick. And
And
like we wouldn't do that here. And
I love that.
if you do, bro, they are so friendly and
Yeah.
they're so receptive to that because that's how they talk.
What's like in your opinion, right? What's the top five? What's your top five food spots in America?
Top five of the only chains that I went to, like bro, Raising Cane's. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Yeah, yeah, I heard about it.
That
Yeah.
shit is actually unreal.
Shit.
And I reckon if it ever came to NZ, bro, they would clean up. That shit is
Well, what is it?
fire.
Like, what's the food in there? Is it like,
They're like marquee thing is like chicken fingers, I think they call it. I think it's called chicken fingers.
yeah,
But like you know how small fish fingers are,
yeah,
like our one.
yeah,
But
like the food.
these ones are that big, bro. I'm like, who the fuck got a finger
Shit.
that? Who's got a finger that big?
Yeah, yeah, bro.
And whoever does it, I feel sorry for everyone involved.
Sorry, was supposed to say.
I feel sorry for whoever's involved in that
Yeah,
situation. Um, so Raising Cane's here, bro. They have these chicken fingers and they're fucking huge and they're real
gang, gang.
nice.
Yeah,
Um, bro, Roscoe's was actually real good. I
yeah,
really enjoyed that. That's specifically an LA thing. I'll try. Actually, I said I wasn't going to do chains. I'll keep it to stuff that people can actually try.
yeah,
Um, the big debate is always like In and Out versus Shake Shack. In and Out is very California, and I think it's only in LA.
yeah.
Shake Shack is, I believe, from New York. I might be wrong.
Mm,
Um, very contentious. People gonna fucking hate this. I
yeah,
like Shake Shack more.
yeah.
So Shake Shack was gangster. Raising Cane's, Roscoe's was nice. Maybe don't go to Roscoe's because
Yeah.
yeah, don't go to
Yeah.
Inglewood.
Yeah.
Uh, but what else? What else? Top five. What else have I tried there? In LA, oh,
Did he try?
is
Did he
that
try White Castle?
I haven't tried White
Okay,
Castle.
yeah,
No,
yeah. No, I just remember
I
Harold
have.
and Kumar. That's the only reason why I
Yeah,
was. That's the
no,
only reason
that's a real place though. Like
yeah.
that's a real place. Um, I mean, I just came from Atlanta, and the the like wings is kind of their main thing.
Yeah,
And I've never been a wings dude. Like I kind of like wings, but not really. Like
yeah, yeah.
and because in New Zealand, and actually, like would love to know your opinion. But like I feel like the only wings I've ever really had in New Zealand is like got barbecue sauce on it, and that's it.
Bro, the only wings that I've ever yeah, I agree with that. But the only thing that I've ever really tried is just like that's really big is just wicked wings. Eh? Like
Bro,
that's
fuck
the
me
only
too, to
thing.
be honest.
Yeah,
Me
bro.
too. Like I haven't really like but I don't know if that's like just a me thing or if like I would like to say that wings isn't like a huge thing for us.
It's slowly
But
growing with the Korean chicken stuff that's kind of coming to New Zealand.
uh
It's slowly growing, but it's not
th
it's not there yet. You know what I mean? As
nah,
America is, yeah,
that's a good point.
yeah,
The Korean wings thing for sure. But
yeah,
like their wings, bro, is so different because they do sauce. Like sauce is their whole thing.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. That does look nice though, like their ranch and stuff.
Oh,
Oh, bro.
so that's what's real hard to like describe is that like the options are very basic, but what they do with them is actually like fucking unreal. Like I like even before Raising Cane's, like I say chicken fingers and that kind of sounds dry, but then
Yeah.
they have this like sauce and it's called the like Raising Cane sauce, and bro,
Mm.
it is. It's the greatest shit I've ever had. So like, to be honest, I can't even think of like a fifth spot. But if I say anything, the food that you order, the bigger thing that's gonna dictate what it is the sauce, and they're gonna give you like a big
Yeah,
spiel. They make the sauce like a big thing. So
yeah.
pay attention to that with whatever you buy.
Okay.
Um, and that's kind of like the way to go over there. But yeah, that country, bro. The food is definitely worth the hype. I like
Okay.
to answer your question.
Nah, I love it, my bro. I love it. Nah, that's awesome, my bro. Thank you. We pretty much finished up on here, bro. Thank you for coming back onto the potty, bro. And
All good.
because we got a power cut. In the middle of Koro, I don't know what happened. It was crack up because we got like a little like the little what's it called the portable stove things. We're cranking that. Bloody had to give my son a
Oh,
bottle, heat up the water.
like the mini cooker like kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yo, the warehouse ones,
Yo,
cause yo,
yo.
we were cranking that, bro. But nah, bro. Thank you for showing up and just letting us jump on, bro. I'd love to do a face to face interview with you one day. Um,
Okay.
yeah, bro. I'm always back and forth from Tamaki. I'm, constantly going back and forth from around there. And bro, that's us, man. Thank you again, brother. Like this was awesome.
No, I really enjoyed that chat, Pierce, and
Thank you, bro.
I really appreciate your effort, bro. And to obviously I like followed you and I flicked you that message. Like
Yeah,
I just because is that your partner that you do
yeah, bro. Yeah. She's always, hold up, babe,
it with?
come here, come meet Jay. Yeah. Yeah, this is my partner here. Hold on, one minute. Yeah.
Kia ora.
Ah.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I was telling Pierce that I love your guys' content. That was the first thing I messaged them.
Oh, yeah. We were buzzing out last night.
Oh yeah, I was shocked that you guys had even like seen anything of mine or even knew who the fuck I was. So I
Bro, fuck.
appreciate that.
Nah, yeah, my friends know who we were too. So when I come in this morning when you were doing the podcast the first time, and I did a video and I was like, "See, look, see, look."
Dang. Nah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All
Yeah,
good.
yeah, bro. I
That's good
was
to
crack
meet
up.
you.
It was crack up because I was texting. I texted my bro, one of my bro Trey. He's like a big like he likes your stuff, eh? And we always talk about you. Like, hey, you see the new Daymond video? Da, da, da. And first thing I did
Appreciate
is
that, bro.
I screen honestly I screenshotted our conversation there on TikTok and I sent it to him. And he was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, bro, no, that's crazy. Like fuck, you never think that people know or see you in that way, bro. So I appreciate you saying that, and I can't thank you enough for even watching all the stuff or anything that I do, bro. It really means a lot. But I genuinely meant it. Like I think yeah, like what one of your combos had popped up that you and your partner were having, and then I just scrolled through like a bunch, bro, and I was like, fuck, I really like the stuff that you guys talk about. I'm a big podcast fan,
Yeah,
massive.
yeah, yeah.
Like I started my podcast in 2017, have been listening to podcasts since 2015,
Yeah.
which back then they're like you had to like download the podcast app. It wasn't
Yeah,
like a
bro.
default. They
Podcast
weren't
one.
really like that. Yeah, yeah. So I've listened to them for like ages, bro. And
Yeah,
so yeah, when I say that I really enjoyed what you guys talk about, it comes from a background of really intensely like knowing a lot about podcasting. And
yeah,
so appreciating when people are doing it like what I felt was in a really good organic way. So
yeah.
bro, I just wanted to that's all I was messaging to say really. So the fact that you were like asked to have me on, I appreciate that too, bro.
Safe as my man. Oh, thank you for everything you do, bro.
Spinning Yarns, the best podcast coming out of Kara. Listen to the full episodes on all streaming platforms. Chirp!